Hey y'all, welcome back to the Vile J channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Buddyfight deck profile for the Demon Lord Dragon Batz, the Buddyfight. He's part of the Thunder Empire Fangs. Pretty cool flag for the Buddyfight game where you start with 7 cards in your hand, 1 gauge, and 11 life, rather than 6 cards, 2 gauge, 10 life. Pretty neat. It's played by the main protagonist, Gao Mikado, in Season 4, I want to say, of the Buddyfight anime, when he has Batz as his buddy, but it also plays his earlier buddies in the deck, so we'll get on into it. Starting things off, 3 of the Sunblaze, Thunder Flare Fist. This is your main equipment for the deck. It lets you reanimate your guys, it gets a bonus when you have Batz out, and it kind of has its own built-in protection, so you always want to have this equipped. And we have another card that lets you recycle your shields if you have it equipped, so always want to have this equipped. And usually you want your center stage open so you can swing in with it for double attack, 15,000 power. And for our main buddy, Batz, he's awesome. He can't really be interacted with in any way during your turn, so you're pretty much free to attack whoever, whenever, with Batz. And if you're at 4 or less life, he gets hextuple attack and plus 10,000 power plus 1 crit, so you can really lay that hurt on your opponent if you survive with very little health. In addition to the Buddyfight, I also played Batz the Infinite. Batz Buddyfight cares about having low life, and Batz the Infinite cares about having a lot of different guys in your drop zone, or a lot of different world names in your drop zone, I should say. We have 7 different guys in the deck, so once we hit all 7 of them, we can do 2 damage to our opponent for each attack we do. Pretty awesome. For the old school buddies, we're going to play 2 Ball Dragon and 2 Drum Bunker Dragon. So these guys, you don't really want to play them from your hand. You kind of want to just get them to the drop zone as quick as possible using some of our other cards in the deck, and then you can reanimate them and Batz all at one time, reducing their sizes to 0 if you have the right card. I'll show you that in a second. 2 Saint Holy Sword Dragons, and then 2 copies of his earthly form, Chibi Panda, the Buddyfight. You can just ditch Chibi Panda to Let's Do It. Grab Saint Holy Sword Dragon and Demon Lord Dragon Batz, and just summon them straight to the field by paying their cost. He's badass. I love Chibi Panda. Next, 2 copies of Misfiring Demon Globes. He just helps you get some advantage going by summoning other friends to the field. And to get your other friends from the top of the deck and fix your breaking hands, we got 2 Connect Ninjas. For the other world cards, so this is one of them. And then for number 2, Asmodai, Takasuke, and this Black Dragon Nam. These guys, they're kind of just like utility guys. You really just want them as names in the drop zone, and like it doesn't hurt if you draw them. Like you can get a little bit of advantage if you need to, but mostly you just want to send them straight to the drop zone for the different world names like Hero World, Darkness Dragon World, and Magic World. And then for the Sunblaze Fist Reanimator targets that we really want to be summoning, I got 2 Blue Bats for like the infinite resource game, and 1 Thunder Lizard, I would call him. He's just pop 2 cards on your opponent's field, then plus 3 crit plus penetrate when you have Batz out. And then to finish off the big attacky guys, we're going to do 1 Ulti Buster to deal that solid 20 damage to your opponent as long as you can make enough attacks. And then Thunder Lance X Temps Buster for the OG, just hit your opponent for 5. Pretty easy to resolve that one. Right, so that was all the monsters for this deck and impacts. For the spells, I'm doing 3 Storm Spirit. Oh, just kidding, I lied. 4 Storm Spirit, which makes sense because this is your best card of the deck. Drop a card from hand, which is great for filling up your grave with cards. Look at top 5, grab 2 of them to your hand, the rest into your gauge. Pretty sweet. And then 2 Batz X Gao So this card is just drop 3 cards from your deck to the drop zone, and then based on the number of worlds you get special abilities such as gauging cards, gaining life, drawing cards. So pretty sweet. And to really get our plays going, I play 2 bonus quests, 3 Shieldified. I don't really know what RES stands for, but yep, 2 of the new bonus quests. New, I say, there's no new cards for this game. So bonus quest just lets you get a lot of advantage and lets you drop a card from hand to fill up the graveyard. The names: 2 Blissful Sun. This lets you add some cards to your gauge and then look at your gauge to add 1 to hand. So the cards are never really stuck in there if you put like a 1-of in there. Buddy the Party is the one that goes along with the old school buddies, so you can reanimate Batz, Ball, and Drum from the drop zone by paying their cost and then reducing their monster size to 0. To fix some hands, I play 2 Buddyfight the 10th anniversary. This just lets you shuffle back a couple cards, gain some life, redraw. I never really use its other abilities just because of how useful that first ability is, but it works. And when you do have some weird hands where you're opening a lot of different units like a Connect Ninja and a Black Dragon Dam, you can just throw them on the field and then draw some cards using this card, and you gain some life. Oh, sorry, you don't draw cards, you gauge cards and gain life. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, that's actually it for most of the like advantage spells or whatever. For our counterplay cards, I'm playing 3 Arc Dragon Shield. Pay a gauge, nullify the attack, draw a card. Super simple. And it's actually recyclable with the next card. Ball Thunder X High Guard. This card just nullify the attack. If you have the Sunblaze Fist equipped, you get your shield back. Super cool. And the last 2 Thunder Empire counters I got, I have Loud Voice, drop some hand cards and then reduce your opponent by 3k, -1 crit for each card dropped. It's solid, especially when your opponent's trying to go wide with an already established board. It lets you counterplay it a little bit, kind of like my girlfriend's Rosalia deck. It's super useful against her. And I know it's not Thunder Empire, but I like to think they just forgot to put it on the card text because Skillbinder literally has Chibi Panda being a cutie right there on the card. So I like to play it, and obviously there's no official events for this game, so it doesn't really matter if I play a generic card. Yep, that's pretty much the deck. The whole goal of the deck really is to buddy call out your bots while having the Sunblaze equipped and probably Saint Holy Sword Dragon in the side. So using this kind of setup, you can swing a lot of times at your opponent, potentially 6 here, but usually 3. 2 here, and potentially 3 here if you have your graveyard set up. Yep, and then during the battle, so potentially even after you attack, right? So you'd attack with this a couple times. You can then revive somebody like your Blue Bat, and his effect, I'm not yellow, I'm blue, will activate, which will let you gauge a card, gain a life, draw 2 cards. In addition, while you have bots on the field, he has +2 critical and double attack, so that's another 2 attacks that you can get in. So you could like attack 3 times here, attack 2 times here, have already attacked 2 times here, attack 1 time here, and you're already up to like 8 attacks. You pay 4 gauge and suddenly you're gonna blast your opponent with a crazy Ulti Buster. This isn't the Ulti Buster, but it's in here somewhere. But yeah, Ulti Buster is super easy to enable when you can reanimate your Blue Bat or your Spike Lizard or anything from the drop zone during your battle phase. In addition, if your opponent has something with counter attack, your bots not being able to die during your turn can just keep swinging into a counter attack guy in order to remove it from the field potentially. In addition, you can always swing things into counter attack guys to clear your board out, and then use the super awesome Buddy the party as a counter, like a quick play spell during your turn to special out your other 2 guys from the drop zone, giving you some more attacks. And one of them gives you the ability to change the attack target to himself. I believe is the not bow, is drum. Drum is the one who lets you change the attack target. So yep, you can always, he has Soul Guard, you can change the attack to him, so you can potentially block even further during your opponent's turn while getting in multi-attacks, because Bow lets you restand your units, so like if your opponent rests it, it's like, okay, that's fine. I can change this guy out for a restand, and then get a double attack. So yep, there's a lot of cool options and stuff with this deck. I really enjoy playing it. It's really hard to upgrade decks in this game, just because so few people have the cards and are willing to like get rid of them. So like if I can find some cool cards on Facebook or anything, I'm definitely going to put them in and maybe do another deck profile or something. But until then, this deck is pretty cool. If you can find the cards, I highly recommend giving this strategy a try. Giving the ace guy, Gao, you know, pretty much his character deck, and it's really strong, so awesome. Thanks for checking things out, guys, and as always, vileness rules.